G'day, how the bloody hell are ya? It is CrackAFruity and I am back looking at some PDWs in Battlefield 3. Now if you missed my previous two videos, I started off with the M5K and basically said that was not only my favourite PDW in the game, but also my favourite close quarters weapons, as I don't really use shotguns very much. Now from there I looked at the MP7, which also turned out to be a fantastic gun, but probably not quite as good as the M5K overall. I'll leave a link to those two videos down in the description, so if you haven't seen those, do make sure you go over and check those out. But today I want to have a look at the P90. Now I just want to start off by saying I had a huge amount of fun with this weapon. It is a really good weapon, and in my previous video I actually mentioned that this is my equal second favourite alongside the MP7, but having had another look at this and another refresher at this, I'd probably put this as my outright second weapon. And if I didn't feel like using the M5K, or for whatever reason it wasn't working for me, I wanted to change, I think I would definitely go straight for the P90 first, before moving to the MP7. Now as far as attachments go on this gun, I am using the red dot sight, which you can see there, but you know, sights are personal preference, whatever you feel like using. I did actually unlock the Cobra sight during this gameplay, so I probably will switch it over to that in the future, but whatever. The important attachment you can see on it is the laser sight. And in my opinion, if you're going to use the P90, especially in close quarters situations, you've absolutely got to put a laser sight on it. And just to reiterate for those who don't know, attaching a laser sight does actually increase your hip fire accuracy, and as far as spraying from the hip goes, I don't think there's very many guns in Battlefield that could outdo the P90. This weapon is absolutely amazing when spraying from the hip with a laser sight on. At times, there's honestly barely any point in actually looking down sights. So to go back to the whole PDW comparison, or trying to find the best one, or maybe one that's better than the M5K, which is what I've already chosen. As far as spraying from the hip goes, it absolutely has to go to the P90, and if you're the kind of person who likes to shoot from the hip when in close quarters situations, then this is definitely going to be the weapon for you. However, to do a general comparison, I can't focus too heavily on one aspect of the gun. I've kind of got to look at it overall. And in my previous video on the MP7, I basically pointed out that my main concern is that if you come into a one-on-one gunfight with someone using an assault rifle or something like that, I just didn't feel like I was able to put them down efficiently enough. And that's because the M5K actually does more damage per round than the MP7. And whilst the MP7 has a slightly faster fire rate, it just didn't seem to do enough for my liking to close that gap, or to make the difference up. Now where the P90 falls in that little argument is that it actually has the same fire rate as the M5K, so not as quick as the MP7, but the problem is it only does the same damage per round as the MP7, so in that regards it's actually probably slightly worse than the M5K and the MP7 together, because it's got the slower of the two fire rates and also the lower of the two damage per round. And that is the very reason why, as much as I love the P90 and I've had a huge amount of fun with it, I couldn't possibly say that it was the best PDW or the best close quarters weapon. I'm going to stick with my M5K, but as I say, if you like to fire from the hip, then this is going to be the gun that you need to choose. Well, that just about wraps this video up, so hopefully you have enjoyed it, maybe learned a thing or two, and remember, I'm always happy to hear your thoughts or comments, questions, whatever, so if you have anything, please leave it down in the comments section. Remember to leave a like if you have enjoyed it, and also hit subscribe if you're new. Thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.